This is my these are my slides about Percy Jackson, first book, made by Rick Jordan. So before introducing what this book is, I want to explain what does the topic mean. And the topic is determine the text. So let me explain the topic. So yeah. So what do we mean by determining a text? So with this, we mean that we need to infer the main idea of a text. Like for example, like how characters express, like um the surroundings of a certain scene that's happening on a text. And we also mean how can we describe like every single detail that's happening or that is described on the text itself. No way. So if you didn't understand my last explanation about determining a text, now I'm gonna do an example using the book that I just read. So yeah, look, I want you to look at this. Um so yeah, here I have four chapters about the book. Yeah, if you want you can just pause the video, go back and then see what the chapters name are. So here, um in the first chapter we start off with Percy Jackson um, uh, narrating the book in first person. What he says in the start is that like half black people are like they're always like having like misery, and he says that they always die in a very scary and painful way. He says that like they should be in this camp that's called the half black camp that is like um something mentioned in this book. That's basically where um these kids go and then they learn how to like use words, like how to defend themselves and stuff like that. Yeah, after Percy um does that, then he starts to introduce himself. So he says he's 12 years old. He says he studies in this school called the Jansi Academy, which is specialized for kids that are not that they have mental problems. And he also says that like he lives like in the north of New York. So yeah, now she says that he's going to go to an excursion to a trip. He says he's going to go to a trip and he doesn't like trips. Why? Because every time he goes to a trip, he ruins everything. Like the time he went to Marine World, when he like pulled a lever, and then that lever make the whole classroom like the lever like pulled up some water, and then that water make like the whole classroom got hit by the water, and then they were mad at Percy, something like that. So yeah, after he stopped complaining about excursions and stuff like that, then he starts introducing characters about this book. Like for example, Nancy Boba Fett. So this girl is just not really important in the entire book, but she's relevant in the starting chapters because she's the girl that's always like bullying his friend Grover, which is his best friend. She's always bullying Grover and making fun of them, and then she started laughing and stuff like that. And then Grover, who's his best friend, who's like the oldest in the classroom, and yeah, who's esto. Okay, wait. Okay, yeah. His brother, I mean his best friend. So Grover, is a really shy guy who is not that sociable and like has lost many years. I mean, have like has to repeat the course many times. And he's on sixth grade, and he looks like a teen. He literally looks like an adult. He's like the oldest in the classroom, and that. So yeah, that's pretty much what happens in the first chapter, and that's okay. Now let's go to the second chapter, which is going to be this one. Okay, here's the title. So yeah, this chapter starts off saying how about Percy saying that his grades are on school are like very very low. They're getting very low because he feels strange and he doesn't feel comfortable, and now he's like fighting way more with Nancy Buffy. Like he hates her way more now, and his grades are getting really low. So then the director of the school sent like a note to to his mom, I mean, sent a note to his mom saying that he won't go to the school anymore because of how low his grades are, and his discipline is really bad. So now he feels really sad, and now he's like studying for his last exam because that that last exam is like the exam for it's like his favorite teacher's exam. So he really wants to get a good grade in that exam because he really likes that teacher, and he doesn't want to like make him feel sad as well. So yeah, the teacher that I'm talking about is called Mr. Brunner. So happens that Mr. Brunner and Percy's best friend Grover were having a conversation in a room, in a secret room. So when Percy like finished studying, he were going to go to the bed, right? And then he saw this room. So when he saw this room, he heard voices about Grover saying that he feels bad for Percy because he's about to like get expelled, get kicked out of the school, and also Mr. Brunner saying that he's completely like sad because Percy is going to get out of kick out of the school as well. So then after that happens, Percy goes to the bed, and then Grover goes to the bed as well, and he's like very mad, and Grover is like, "Hey, what happened? Why are you like that?" But Percy didn't want to tell him what he had heard until the next day. So that's all I'm gonna do for this presentation and this video. I hope you like this video, and bye. Bye, mister.